Stovies is a traditional Scottish dish that is often made on a Monday with leftovers from a weekend roast. I've created a Stovies recipe with a twist, using sweet potatoes in place of the traditional white potato, and I've added a few other ingredients to make it a delicious, high-protein winner. Hey, I'm nutritionist Scott Bapty, and welcome back to my Food for Fitness kitchen. Now, I know there'll be a lot of people moaning about this recipe, saying, that's new Stovies, man. Stovies uses roast beef. Oh no, you can't use roast beef, you've got to use square sausage. Oh no, you can't use sweet potato, must be white potato. Blah, 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 blah. Ask 10 different Scottish grannies or grandpas what Stovies is, and you will likely get 10 different responses. In my opinion, if it's got some kind of mashed tatty and some kind of meat mixed through it, then it is Stovies. The bottom line is, this recipe takes hardly any time to prepare. It's very easy to scale, it freezes, it's packed full of protein, and most importantly, it tastes delicious. And this is how you make it. Now, the first thing we're going to do is take care of the sweet tatties. We're going to use a knife to peel these because you need to peel these a little thicker than you can get with a peeler because the outside skin is quite thick and tough. Anyway, you're wanting about 700 grams peeled weight, so this is probably about 800 to 900 grams before you peel it. But anyway, chop them up, pop them in a pan and set it to boil. While the sweet potatoes are boiling, chop up a red onion, and then you're going to fry that in a little olive oil on a medium heat. And you're just going to cook off that onion for a few minutes until it is nicely browned, smelling aromatic, and the bits on it are starting to turn translucent. Once it is cooked, you're going to add your garlic clove, or about 5 grams of garlic if you're using it from a jar or a puree, and you're going to fry that for a further 30 seconds. Once that garlic has been cooked off, you're going to add steak mince. I am using 5% lean steak mince. You could use other kind of mince if you wanted, but it works best with beef in my opinion. And using the 5% stuff just means you don't have all that fat floating to the top. At this point in the video, it would be fantastic if you could hit that like button. The reason I ask you to do this is it just means the video is more likely to be seen by others, and I really appreciate it. Then you want to add 20 mils of Worcestershire sauce along with 175 mils of red wine. That's just a large glass. If you don't drink, you could use stock instead. Along with a teaspoon of mixed herbs and 30 grams or about 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, and then season to taste with black pepper. You also want to add in some salt as well, just to season again to your own preferences. Then mix all of that through and then pop the lid on it, and you want to simmer that for about 10 minutes or so until most of the liquid has evaporated and the sauce has thickened up. And then once it's ready, just remove the lid and drain and mash your sweet potatoes, and then dollop them into the mince mixture and get everything all mixed through and nicely combined. Have a little taste, and if you need to season it with any more salt and pepper, do so now, and then just start to plate it up. Traditionally, you would serve Stovies with a couple of oat cakes on the side. If you don't have them, don't worry, and then I always garnish with a little something green, so I'm using a little bit of parsley. So there we have it. That is my take on sweet potato Stovies. Leave a comment below and chip in on the Stovies debate. Have you ever had them before? Does this count as Stovies? What do you think of these once you've made them? Well, to be honest, I suggest you try it first before leaving a comment, because even if you try and say it's not Stovies, I think you'll enjoy this. Anyway, I'm off to go and eat it. Thanks again for watching. I'll speak to you later.